Welcome everyone to the picks. Last time we had an intense double elimination, and then you guys had a couple of days to ruminate about it. Lucy, you were safe at that second vote. Tell me, did that benefit you for this round?
It just kept me alive to die another day.
Josh, did the double elimination have any impact on your game?
I mean, yeah, like anytime you go 2 rounds further in that fast, like there's going to be a lot of game to talk about. And like we're at lower numbers, so it gets even harder.
David, if there's a lot of game to talk about, does that mean that everybody's talking game with everybody?
I mean, I can personally say that I'm not doing that, but I'm sure there are people that are talking a lot of game, and strategizing, or maybe some people are keeping some things to themselves. Like, who knows? You never know in these games.
Brian, if somebody says they're not talking game with everybody, do you trust something like that? Or do you think that the game's pretty much locked up?
Well, it really depends on who's saying it. David is a person who I'm going to take at face value in regards to that. I think he's a really busy person, and I respect that. And he doesn't have the time to talk to everybody on a strategic level all the time. So I believe him when he says that. But I think there are some people, like David was saying, that are talking to everybody, and to some extent, and that's fine too. However you want to play it, that's everyone's prerogative. And yeah.
Okay. Liam, as we get closer and closer to the end of the game, does that change your strategy or your perspective?
I mean, as the numbers dwindle, I think everyone has to think about who they want to sit with at the end. And I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't think about it, of course. So yeah, of course, I'm thinking about it.
All right, Jess, are you able to answer a question? She's not. Okay, never mind. Lucy, so for you, what is the decision tonight? What is the play for this round?
Possibly me. But there's a reason that some of these people haven't been voted out or targeted yet, and it's because I am here, so I might be more useful to some of these big players than they might realize. And if I go, I don't know, it's going to be open season on some of these other people who are playing pretty good games right now.
If what Lucy's saying is true and she's the biggest target, what happens if Lucy's gone? Liam, has that been thought about?
I mean, of course, I know like Lucy is a very self-aware person. Like she knows she's probably the biggest target here. After that, I think it's gonna be like a free fall. I think the biggest player's out of the game, and after that, it's just gonna be balls to the walls. Who's next?
David, does that mean nobody's playing for the future? And if it's going to be a free-for-all?
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has, thought about the future. I've had a couple of conversations with a couple of people about that, but yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Lucy. If Lucy goes, it's like, open season. So it's just like, after that, I kind of really don't know what's going to happen.
Josh, when somebody says they've had a couple of conversations about the future, do you start to think, am I one of those people? Am I in those plans for the future? Have you yourself made any plans for the future?
I mean, like there's like the difference between like the short term and the long term. Like I've been trying to think really short term because I feel like I've been in trouble in a way throughout the game. And so like I haven't thought about, like super deep because I'm not trying to like look too far ahead, but obviously like I've kind of thought about that.
Yeah. Brian, bring us home. What's this like? What should everybody remember before voting tonight?
people should remember that it's just a game, and at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you said this the first pit, there will only be one winner. Everyone else will get burned. So try not to take things personally. It's easier said than done, but nothing's personal, at least not on my end, and I hope no one takes it that way.
Okay. Well, with that, then it is time to vote. But before we do, does anybody have anything they need to say? All right. On that note, we're going to go ahead and vote. So please go to your prod chats now and either cast or confirm your, either change or confirm your vote. I will now go tally the votes. Please remember, you can feel free to talk about anything but the vote.
That helped you with this previous challenge. It was a very fun challenge. I know I had fun.
I bet you were good at it, David. You're quite the actor.
Wait, did you watch mine?
No, I don't think I can, but I know you have like a theater background and music background and stuff.
Funny enough, I'm not the one who acted out my challenges. My friend was the one that acted everything out, and I was doing the guessing.
Oh, let's hear that
Which I should
baritone
have.
one last time. Let me hear
Do
that baritone one last time.
That baritone.
Sing me something.
Oh, sing you something?
Yeah.
What do you want me to sing? I don't know. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I thought the first thing I thought was Chicago, because that's the first thing we talked about for the first challenge.
All that jazz.
I was gonna suggest "Don't Stop Believing." That's one of my all-time favorite songs. But
How does it start out? He's like, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took a midnight train going anywhere.
Ooh,
That's how it starts, right?
yes, you hit the notes well too.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
All right. I am back with the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will be burned. They will then have the opportunity to speak their piece, and then they must leave the pit immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they want to play it, now is the time to do so. All right. With that, I'll tally the votes. First vote, Lucy. Vote, David. One vote, Lucy. One vote, David. Brian. One vote, Lucy. One vote, David. One vote, Brian. Lucy. It's 2 votes, Lucy. Lucy. 3 votes, Lucy. 1 vote David, 1 vote Brian, 2 votes left. The next person, the 12th person voted out and 5th member of our jury burned tonight at the pit is Lucy. Lucy, that's enough. Please unmute and speak your piece.
Okay, I got a few minutes. So you guys have to listen to me sing. And this is an original song that I wrote. And it's about when I met my boyfriend. And it's called Do You Feel This Too? So this is, I can get a couple minutes. Let me indulge. Stand up. What is this feeling? Am I losing my mind? Have yet to touch you, to kiss you, to make you mine. You were playing your guitar, humming a melody. You melted me. Is it just me or do you feel this too? I have a wild imagination. I see the ring and the wedding invitation. Am I going crazy? Is this happening to you? Is it just me or do you feel this too? What is this feeling? I am out of control. Have yet to find out if we are compatible. You were at the baby grand, plucking the keys, singing the blues. Is it just me or do you feel this too? I'm taking off your clothes in my head, taking you to my bed, but it's so much more than that. I know they say that love is blind, but not mine. I am sure of that. I caught your gaze across the room, maybe hours passed, maybe seconds or minutes, I'm powerless. You approach, you speak, the whole world fades to black. I have a wild imagination. I see the ring and the wedding invitation. Am I going crazy? Is this happening to you? Is it just me or do you feel this too? My name is Lucy and I'm a grateful recovering heroin addict with 22 months sober. I changed my whole life. I got into graduate school. I met the love of my life. I have a beautiful life full of music and all the things you guys think are vulgar and obnoxious about me, my man fucking loves. So I've already won. I have a wild imagination. I see the ring and the wedding invitations. Am I going crazy? Is this happening to you? Is it just me or do you feel this too? Everybody better like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, especially if you fucking voted for me. I'll put the link in my post when they post that I got eliminated. You guys better like and sub. I'm gonna be on the jury. I'm gonna be watching. I'm rooting for some of you. May the best player win. Or maybe the worst, because this is Survivor. I love you all. And you guys all taught me so much about myself. So, goodbye.
We love you, Lucy. We love you.
That was her
Okay.
best one yet, honestly. Like, that was a vibe.
It was.
That was the first, and she was good.
First
Yeah.
time I've ever seen that, but I loved it.
I would like to remind you all that, or not remind you, but tell you all that tomorrow night, the challenge will be at 10 p.m. It is a live challenge. Please bring your paper plate and a ping pong ball. Also, now that you're in the final 6, I'd like you to think about tonight, just when you think you have all the answers, we change the questions.